You know, Rod Beckstrom really had this job in the bag had he wanted to keep it, but a few months ago, he felt that the threats to our democratic process are significant if all top-level government network security and monitoring are handled by the NSA. And what he meant by that is there's no internal checks and balances whatsoever. The external checks and balances we have right now are nothing but a joke. They're laughable. They're beyond laughable. It's actually quite disgusting. And he resigned, and I don't know who I'm kind of fearful of who this guy is just going to appoint. I don't think this person has to be approved. I don't know what the process is going to be. This is a brand new agency. I'm sure they're just going to go along with it. It's Lord Obama. I mean, they grovel to him in the intro over here. In fact, let's start playing that because, you know, I don't want to see the little groveling. Let's at least get right to the speech with Big B, I guess. I mean, you like the Obamonomics that are going on? You're losing your house. And by the way, Paul Hartman found that clip. Maybe we should do that first. You know what? Do we have that clip ready? The woman clip? All right, let's play that. This is the clip I was talking about. Paul Hartman brought it up during the break. He's like, hey, I got this clip. This is what it's going to be like for you to take care of your kids. No more doctor's visits. Yeah, you're impoverished. You can't handle this. Oh, don't worry. We have mobile medical vans that'll take care of you for the masses. Oh, they love you so much. Oh, this is what socialist medicine is really like. Let's hit the clip. We got it? We don't have it. We have just a still frame. There we go.
Shauna Terry does pretty well. She drives a nice car, has a nice house.
It's a big house, huh?
Trouble is, this house isn't hers. Shauna is a realtor here in Austin.
It's an upgrade so that you've got that tile look.
Desperate to unload any one of these high-end homes in the middle of a market bust.
And when a house doesn't sell, you don't get a paycheck.
Don't get a paycheck.
And this is 12.
With her six-figure annual income a distant memory, health insurance for this single mom and her two daughters has become a luxury they've decided to do without.
We weren't needing to go to the doctor, so it was like, all right, should we have insurance premiums or should we do food, you know? So unfortunately, we decided to kind of let that lapse.
So you rolled the dice.
I rolled the dice.
While Shauna was worrying about her daughters staying healthy, her youngest was worrying about her.
I worry a lot about her and what she's going through.
Does she know you worry a lot?
No, I don't really show it.
But 9-year-old Alyssa couldn't hide an ear infection last March. Shauna had no choice but to take a $100 trip to the doctor, plus antibiotics. When it came to the follow-up visit, she balked.
You waited out a little bit just to kind of see, you know, do I absolutely need to do this, you know?
Within weeks, Alyssa was sick again, this time with aches and a 104 fever.
Oh, it's starting getting worse.
Did you feel like you didn't want to go to the doctor?
No, I wanted to because I knew they would take care of me and get me better.
Was there any mom guilt?
Oh, yeah. Very big. You know, feel like you didn't do what you're supposed to be doing for your children.
That's when the school nurse told Shauna about this, the Children's Health Express van, a pediatrician's office on wheels, with no insurance forms and no fees.
And happy fun colors.
There are 37 more mobile medical clinics like this one in 15 states across the country. Originally intended to serve low-income, underprivileged children, these mobile medical units are seeing
fun
more
colors
parents like Shauna coming in every day
for your vaccination.
who've lost their insurance, lost their job, or both.
I didn't want to be looking like we were taking advantage of something that wasn't meant for us.
We say to them, we'll be your pediatrician until you're in a more stable situation.
Pause it for a second.
The Medivans are provided by...
There's the fun colors right there. Let me explain something, lady. It's for you. It's for everybody. It's for the slaves. Bring it back. Bring it back to the happy fun colors. Come on, happy fun color van with tasty vaccinations.
And every day. Lost their insurance, lost their job, or both.
I didn't want to be looking like we were taking advantage of something that wasn't meant for us.
We say to them, we'll be your pediatrician until you're in a more stable situation.
The Medivans are provided by Children's Health Fund, co-founded by pediatrician and Columbia University professor Erwin Redlener.
When we have a situation like this recession, where we have a mounting up of barriers for families, it really increases the chances that children will slip through the cracks.
One safety net is supposed to be the federally funded CHIP program, recently reauthorized by President Obama. But of the estimated 8 million children currently uninsured, CHIP is expected to cover only half. Finding out
don't
whether
worry,
your
everybody's
kids are
getting
eligible
poorer.
can be
Millions
complicated
more children
and
will go to the slave
time-consuming.
van.
And Dr. Redlener says kids can't wait.
For children, a temporary loss of access to health care can have lifelong consequences, because in that absence, we may miss something very critical to a developing child.
Well, that looks pretty good.
And even though her ear infection is all but gone, Alyssa Terry says she still doesn't feel normal.
When you're sick so long, when you get back to yourself, you don't feel the same. You
All right,
feel
pull
like
it.
someone different.
I'm disgusted enough. I guess I got some callers right now. And I really do want to get into the Obama speech. But I mean, it's just jaw-dropping. Don't worry, you're losing your insurance. You're losing your home. You don't have a pension. Don't worry, we got the slave van for you. Medical slave van. And you know what? When I was a kid, I was singing along to Flintstone vitamins. You don't see Flintstone vitamins or advertisements for vitamins or try to keep people naturally healthy. And that's why, who knows, about Trudeau, but those natural cures in his book, they're real. You want to stay healthy, do that. Eat organic foods. Okay? Don't cry to me that I'm always sick. Yeah, you're sick because the Mayo Clinic just did a study. If you take the flu vaccine, you are 3 times more likely to get the flu. It's out of Minnesota. I mean, who would take it? Medical study out of the Mayo Clinic. No, they're making it up. Bermas, it doesn't exist. All right. Let's go to, I guess, Judas in New Jersey. Judas, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason. Love the show.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just calling because I've been watching yours and Alex's movies and stuff like that, and I actually on YouTube I saw that there was a kid, and I guess he was like a sophomore or a junior in high school, and he was going around putting 9/11 was an inside job bumper stickers, putting out 9/11, The Truth Rising, those DVDs. Do you recall that at all?
Robert Wanick?
Yes, that's the name.
Yeah, I'm in contact with him. Actually, I set him up with the Infowars crew. He's a true info warrior. He's an example of what you can do if you have a spine. I mean, here's a 16-year-old kid. He wears a 9/11 Truth T-shirt in his high school yearbook photo, which is a great way to you really sign of the times, get the message out, and they edit it without telling him. He fights the system and he gets it put back in. And he's really been even more than that. He hands the DVDs out. He talks to people. He's a human being. He's relaying this information because guess what? It's reality. It's not fairy tales and unicorns and leprechauns and Johnny nonsense. It's the real deal. I mean, Alex Jones puts like the precursor to the youth brigades into the Obama deception, showing that they're gearing up for this, showing the brainwashing, and literally less than 4 months later or 2 months after the movie comes out, they announce that City Year is going to get all this funding, and they come out with commercials of militarized Nazi youth children in black, red, and white, and they're talking about the colors, and they're talking about shedding their individual skin and bringing in a new world, one world.
Figures that oppose it, like Kennedy, Gandhi, Martin Luther King. I'm like, straight. These are the people that were against this movement. But
we're going to play some of those too. Exactly. So, people that were against the evils of what this new world order actually represents. What else you got for me, Judas?
Well, my question is, I actually got this book on Barnes & Noble. Have you ever read Invisible Resistance to Tyranny?
I have not.
Oh, if you look it up, I'm just going to read a little bit on the back. What is Invisible Resistance to Tyranny? It is an underground movement of secret freedom fighters, each acting individually and independent to ignore, evade, resist, and thwart the increasingly heavy hand of government power. Invisible resistors do not join protest groups, stand on street corners making speeches, or run with the mob throwing rocks at police vehicles. And that basically leads me into my question. I mean, I'm, a high school student. I recently got turned on to the New World Order and the Bilderberg Group and all these 9/11 Truth Movement and everything like that. And I want to be like that kid. I want to get the truth out. But
all right.
My question is, should we have more people like this Invisible Resistance to Tyranny doing it very quietly?
Here's the deal, man. That's over with. There is no invisible resistance. Let me try to explain this to you. I don't know. Did you listen to the show today? You were probably in school. No, school's over.
No, I listened to it in my computer class.
Okay, so did you listen to the part where do you know about AT&T versus where is it? I can't remember what the guy's name is. AT&T versus Hepting. We play the Keith Olbermann clip. We've got that clip over at the Infowarrior.com.